Last time I made a first reaction video to the first file of Case Closed, or better known as Detective Conan. I'm really having a lot of fun in this manga. Volume 1 was awesome, and I'm about halfway through Volume 2 right now. I wanted to share some other thoughts I had on storytelling techniques in mysteries. If you missed that first video, check out me talking about misdirection and the inconsequential. In this video, the storytelling technique I want to talk about is called the MacGuffin. This technique was pioneered by Alfred Hitchcock. Essentially, the MacGuffin is an unimportant plot thread that the audience is drawn into, only to later discover that it has nothing to do with the actual story. It's just a setup to confuse us. Examples of MacGuffins are numerous in Hitchcock's films, a famous one being that of Psycho. Marion steals money and runs away, so we think the story is about a thief on the run from the police. But when she's murdered just 30 minutes into the film, the audience is confused about where the story is going. Because Hitchcock made us think that Marion was the main character, we're shocked and left reeling when she unexpectedly dies. When this movie came out, the audience was totally blindsided, especially since this actress was beautiful, blonde, and very famous. Killing her in the first 30 minutes was totally unimaginable. This is how Hitchcock used the MacGuffin, and we see the MacGuffin in Volume 1 of Case Closed, specifically in the case of the idol's locked room. At the start of this case, Kogoro is visited by the pop idol Yoko, who says she's being stalked, receiving strange photographs of herself and finding her apartment furniture moved around. We, as the readers, are actually being set up by Aoyama, the author. We're being misdirected into believing that Yoko is endangered by an adoring fan, or maybe a hater. But as we arrive at the apartment, we're unexpectedly faced with the stalker's dead body. Now, not only is Yoko not the victim, she's the culprit. In this way, the MacGuffin is an essential misdirection tool to guide the reader along with a carrot on a string, only to later have the carpet pulled out from under them. Aoyama also uses the MacGuffin effectively in other mysteries. For example, in the case of the missing man, a daughter comes asking for help looking for her father, and we spend almost 90% of this case helping the daughter find him and then fearing she's been murdered. But actually, the mystery isn't about a daughter and a father at all. It's about 3 bank robbers. Aoyama is proving himself to really be a master of misdirection, and I have to say I'm really loving his stories. I much prefer mangas that emphasize situations over fights, letting me spend time in an interesting scenario with fun characters, instead of just flipping through pages of punches and kicks. When there is fighting, it's quick, flashy, and it has a clear objective. Jimmy and Rachel, or Shinichi and Ran, are also great characters, and I love how Ran is able to switch into karate mode at a moment's notice. That being said, I always feel like they're real people, not heroes with superpowers. I can't wait to keep reading, and if you want to know more of my reactions, please like this video and click subscribe.